And let's bring in ABC contributor and former FBI agent Brad Garrett to discuss the ongoing manhunt and the investigation into this attack. Hi, Brad. So Providence Mayor Brett Smiley appeared on Good Morning America today. Here's a little bit of what he said.
So you're absolutely convinced the person of interest had nothing to do with this?
We're not saying that definitively. What we're saying is that after a review of the evidence that was gathered, it was determined that the person of interest needed to be released. But until such time as we have an individual in custody who we're confident is responsible, that we're prepared to press charges and then prosecute, we're going to continue to leave all doors open.
What do you make of that answer?
So I think this is what happened, because I've had this happen to me, where you get a tip. You've had a high-profile shooting, you get a tip, you find the person you believe is the tip. In this case, apparently this guy 20 miles away in a hotel. You go and interview him, you do a quick background on him, does he have any weapons on him, and you think you may well have the right guy. The big mistake, obviously, is ever releasing his name until you've actually figured this out. Because you get all sorts of false leads, Diane, of people, and people who may even look right, the right build, they had black clothing, whatever it might be, but you still have to corroborate. You have to put that gentleman in the hotel at the crime scene. And can you do that? Do you have a weapon? Do you have an eyewitness? Do you have anything? And I think what they ended up with is that this may well, I don't know this of course, may well not be the shooter. That he had maybe a solid alibi, that at the time of the shooting he was someplace else, and they've cross-corroborated that. They can't find any firearms listed to him, whatever it might be, but I think that's why they've got to the point where they are right now.
Brad, officials say a lack of cameras inside the building is posing some challenges. What do you do in a case like that where there's not a lot of video?
It's very frustrating. I mean, I've worked so many rural homicides where there are no cameras, and without them, it really does make a big difference, because if you have a really good shot, I mean, think about Charlie Kirk, Diane. I mean, the photographs of that alleged shooter were that people recognized him, and they reported that they recognized him. So without that, and without any firm leads, and maybe they have them and maybe they don't, you know, it really sets you back. So they have to work with what they have. Can they actually go outward from Brown University and logically check 7-Elevens, private homes, etc., to see if they have another possible photograph?
So Brad, what are the next steps in the investigation now?
So you're going to have to go back, and you know, you and I've talked about this in a number of cases. And the FBI would probably do this: pull down all the cell phones that were working around the campus near this building. Now, that's going to be a lot of cell phones, just because it's college kids, etc. But that's one avenue you can go through. Is there anything that the FBI or others are finding on scrubby social media? We'll have to see, but there's still a lot to do.
All right, Brad Garrett, thank you.